Okay, so in the first video, we got the legs working on the left-hand side. We had a few difficulties copying and pasting the curves, but in a way that's no bad thing because it shows you that copying and pasting in curves in Maya can be tricky, and sometimes you have to do it more than once. Now, the next thing to do is to copy and, well, we want to copy the curves from this left leg onto the right leg. So I'm going to hit the spacebar, go to all down in the graph editor, and I'm going to go ahead and grab those curves again. So edit, copy, and then I'm going to go to select that right-hand control, and I'm going to delete the keys that are here. This is obviously something that comes with the rig. I'm going to delete everything except setting a keyframe at frame 1. Then I'm going to select the, not sure why that came up. I'm going to select the X, Y, and Z translates, which is what we want. Select them there, and then go edit, paste, and see what we get. That doesn't look right. No, that didn't work at all. That was a total failure. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Let's just see what we did get. No, something went wrong there. So, like I said, copying and pasting curves, not always straightforward. And now, one thing we could do is copy and get slightly boring, but we could copy and paste the channels individually. So I can select translate Z on that one, then go over to the right-hand foot, go translate Z, edit, paste. Man, this is not my day. Let's try it. Why is this being so difficult? Okay, I'm just going to zoom in on, there's something at frame 0 that we definitely don't need. Let's try it again. Edit, paste. No, it is not cooperating. Yeah, it's one of the mysteries of Maya. Why does Maya make it so difficult sometimes to copy and paste curves? Okay, I'm going to try and take the curves from a different leg. I'll try and take it from this leg, see what happens there. So let's go edit, copy, and then go back to that foot there. Hit A so we see all the curves. Delete everything. Go to frame 1, hit S, edit, paste, and hit A. Okay, now that almost worked, but you can see what's happened is it's got the curves mixed up, and we've actually managed to paste, it's got translate Z on translate Y. Yawn. That usually isn't this difficult. I don't know why it's causing me such problems today. Right, I'm going to try that one more time. Edit, paste. No, it's still not working. Okay, so let's delete everything again. Now let's try it one more time. I'm going to just select the translate Z curve. Edit, or select it, edit, copy. And I'm going to go back to that one there. Hit A. Okay, so go back to frame 1. Set a key. Make sure there's a key set there on that keyframe. We select it again. Hit S. Great, red stripe appears. Hit A. And we want to translate Z. Select that keyframe and go edit, paste. And hit A. And hurrah! Finally! We finally got it to paste. Okay, I'm just now going to move that up slightly and see what that's doing in comparison with the others. Okay, so it now looks very similar to the front left leg. Now, I'm going to do the rest of it manually. I'm going to set the keyframe on the Y translation manually because I can't be bothered to copy and paste that curve as well. But there we go. It's going to lift off the ground as it comes forward there at frame 13 and land at 1 and 17. So the foot goes back and then lifts forward. So now what we've got is the two front legs doing almost exactly the same thing. But what I want to do is make sure that I shift all of those curves down because we want this leg to be doing the opposite of the front left leg. So I'm going to hold down the shift key, middle mouse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now turn on infinity curves, curves pre-infinity cycle, curves post-infinity cycle, and we've now got the two legs doing the opposite of one another. Okay, so that is now working reasonably well. And now we've got to go ahead and copy it onto the other curves down the hierarchy. So I'm going to go, I'll go back to this one because we seem to be having some success with that curve. So edit, copy, and let's go ahead and select this one here. Again, we've got some keys, not quite sure why there are keys there. Hit S, delete all of that, delete all of that, and let's try pasting all three, see if that works. And yes, it has done. It looks like that has. We've got the translates on the Z working. Yeah, fine. Weird. Don't know why it wasn't working on that front foot. Maya is full of mysteries, and anyone who tells you otherwise, don't believe them. Okay, I'm just going to move that up a little bit so that we get a nice, those 2 feet coming together and then moving apart. Great. Let's just see it from this side just to make sure everything's working. Okay, now we've got the same problem on this foot that we had on the one on the left-hand side, which is that it's floating in midair. So we're going to have to take the translate Y curve, and so what I'll do is I'll go into the orthographic side view here. We want to display the view cube. Heads up display view cube. That's how you get that. Display, heads up display view cube. That turns the view cube on. Whoops. And now we'll just zoom out to the left-hand side, pull out. And so it's this foot here that we want down on the ground. So what I'm going to do is grab this whole curve, whoops, holding down the shift key and the middle mouse key, and I'm going to drag it down like that. And now that should be working fine. Let's just make sure we've got infinity curves turned on here. Curves pre-infinity cycle, curves post-infinity cycle, and that's all looking fine. So now all we've got to do is paste these curves onto the final foot. So I'm sorry this has been such a fiddly process, but as I say, copying and pasting curves is often troublesome in Maya. Let's just try pasting that. I think that looks okay. Yes, that's fine, only we're having the same problem we had on the left-hand side, which is that that leg is getting slightly stretched out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the translate Z curve. Actually, we want to offset it. The whole thing needs to be offset 8 frames, so I'm going to move it, holding down the shift key, middle mouse drag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. 8. There we go. Turn on infinity curves, curves post-infinity cycle, and now because this last foot should be the same as the front foot. Yeah. In other words, in opposition to the middle foot. Okay, so now we've got a scorpion walking, and that is more or less working. That is pretty much what we want. That's pretty much what we want to achieve. Okay, so having done that, I'm going to go ahead and save it. File, save scene as. Always save when you get to a happy stopping off point. Continue. And in the next video, we will tackle the body, make the body move up and down, the pincers move, and add some overlapping action in the tail.